Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Ultimate General Civil War, and today we are fighting the Battle of Cross Keys. This fight is going to be carried out by our 2nd Corps under Albert Johnston. We are going to bring 10 brigades onto the battlefield, and all of our units have been reinforced to 1,500 men each. Talbot's and Minty's brigade are going to carry the Pattern 1853 Enfield to the battlefield, while Grimes still has the Springfield M1842. Our remaining units have the M1841 Mississippi, with the exception of Secret's Devils, who hold the Lawrence rifle. We are also going to bring our shock cavalry to the battlefield, as well as our 12-pounder Napoleons and our 10-pounder ordnances that I forgot to reinforce until this point. In this fight we are on the defensive. The Federals are advancing with about 13,200 soldiers and 30 artillery pieces, while we have 12,000 soldiers and 24 guns at our disposal, meaning that we are slightly outnumbered, but I hope that the cover of these woods are going to make the enemy manpower advantage obsolete. The Federal brigades come into line and soon will attack your position. Mill Creek offers a good defensive position to repel the Yankees. Your main objective is to hold this passage, and the other one located southward. You should expect superior forces, so use the terrain to your benefit to withstand the assault. Good luck, General. Our men are ordered into position and the battle can begin. 3 brigades are going to hold our southern section, while the majority of our force is going to be entrenched over here and over here. Skirmishers are going to guard this section of the forest, while our shock cavalry is going to make sure that we can respond quickly if something tries to outflank us over here. Our artillery is going to take position on our northern section, because I expect the majority of the attack to be carried out over there. Grimes skirmishers, I'm going to send you down here to make sure that the crossing over here is going to be protected. And it looks like this part over here cannot be crossed, meaning that I'm going to shift Faulkner's Legion over. The same goes with Secret's Devils and Grimes, who are going to protect the further southern flank. Secret skirmishers can now take position over here. Grimes, hold your ground. These skirmishers have taken their position and can now also hold. Faulkner skirmishers are going to take position over here, and with this we should be able to cover this crossing relatively effectively. Ledley and Minty, you can hold. Cobb and Talbot are also now in position. Talbot, get forward just a little bit to get a little bit more cover. Cobb, you are in a good position, you can hold. I want our 10-pounder ordnances more in the forest, and with this we should hopefully be able to hold back the Federal attack. Minty skirmishers, I want you to move a little bit further on our side, and we have enemy forces moving up on our flank. Cobb and Talbot, double time it, you need to get into better fighting positions. Talbot skirmishers, you're going to move up over here. This should allow you to fall into the enemy flank. And down here enemy skirmishers are advancing and are greeted by our own skirmishers. Over here, 12-pounder Napoleons move up. Cobb and Talbot, you are in position, you can stop running now. And prepare to fight. Talbot skirmishers are in a good flanking position, very nice to see. And Union forces are now advancing on our right flank. How is the situation looking? We can't see anything over there, but I'm sure they will advance soon. And we have Schenck withdrawing already. Talbot skirmishers are held up in the woods. Are they going to be attacked by Milroy? It doesn't look like it. But for now I want them to withdraw a little bit. Maybe we can lure mirror in. Down here these skirmishers are withdrawing for now and enemy forces are moving up. Mainty skirmishers are ready to greet them. Our 10-pounder ordnances are taking pot shots at the enemy and our 12-pounders are not really in range. Over here Gordon is moving up. Torbert, move forward. Maybe we can lure the enemy in and increase casualties without getting hit ourselves. Over here I want secret skirmishers to move forward. Maybe we can find out where the enemy artillery is. If their guns are isolated, we can secure some casualties over there. We have enemy artillery over there and the main Union force is advancing. Over there we have Shank, who is greeted by Torbert. And we have them marching up on our center. Enemy skirmishers are on our flank. But so far we are holding them back nicely. Torbert hasn't taken too many casualties and is putting it down on Shank. Our 12-pounder Napoleons are doing a good job, but they are lacking the proper range. It is now, however, too late to reshift our artillery. Sigfrid's men are now fighting these skirmishers and it looks like they are out of his range, meaning he can attack them unproposed. Over here our skirmishers are trying to hold back the enemy, but soon they will be forced to retreat. Torbert is still putting it on to Shank. He now took 35 casualties, but he is dishing out a nice amount of damage. So far we are holding them back nicely. Faulkner's skirmishers attack these skirmishers. If we are lucky we might be able to attack Boland's flank. I'm as far not willing to commit any more forces in case they start a secondary attack wave. In case that our center gets threatened, we have Faulkner's men at the ready to rush in and Sigrid's devils are also not so far away. His skirmishers are now rear flanked from the enemy artillery. For now I want our shock cavalry to take position down here, maybe we can root out where their guns are and attack them effectively. Shank and Torbert are still battling. He now took 53 casualties, but Shank is down to 930 men and no other unit is taking on the attack. Torbert's skirmishers are taking casualties and are unable to fight back, it seems. No, they have the enemy in range. All in all skirmishers are doing a fine job in holding back the enemy advance. Every second they waste on our skirmishers is going to save a lot of blood for us. Enemy skirmishers are now moving up. Let's see what they can do. Our 10-pounder ordnances are doing a good beating on Cole's brigade. And down here Torbert is still standing strong. But I think it is time to send Woods over to deliver some supplies before he retreats into the safety of his position. Our shock cavalry is slowly arriving. I want them to cross and hopefully take position in relative safety. These skirmishers are still holding strong. That is really unfortunate because I wanted to move on the enemy flank already. Cobb's men are now taking a heavy beating. Soon they will have to withdraw. Shank is down to 850 soldiers. Very good. Torbert, hold. And the enemy attack begins. Skirmishers fall back. Shock cavalry take position in these woods. I'm going to send our skirmishers to reattach for the moment. Oh well, they have to move up all the way over there. Okay, no. You're not going to reattach. You're going to take position on our flanks. Down here, Minty also needs to fall back. It looks like these skirmishers are out to get him. But over here, Secret's Devils are still on the enemy flank and right now not going to be seen. We have Sherma over there retreating their guns. So far our shock cavalry is not going to be spotted. Very good. Let's see how close we can get and if they're able to destroy them. Yes, Sherma is still on the retreat. These guns are isolated and they're unable to protect them. Our shock cavalry should have easy way routing them. We have another battery over there. Hopefully they cannot give good supporting fire. Secret Devils move over there. And Faulkner's men move over there and we need to have a look over there. Corps skirmishers move on the enemy flank. Corps move further south. The same goes with Torbert. Yonuvu now also moving back. Down here, the enemy advance is getting stopped. Faulkner's men are able to deliver cover fire. And we are destroying this first battery and only took 11 casualties. Faulkner's main force, advance. And double time it. I'm also going to send Secret's Devils north. It looks like they're not going to try anything up here. Down here, Donnelly is fighting Cobb. Torbert move forward again. We might be able to get on their flank. 12 pounders are in a perfect position to shoot the flank of Clazzeret. Cobb skirmishers, hold your ground. Torbert skirmishers, you can reattach. You are quite depleted in manpower. Letley skirmishers, I want you over there. 1200 Napoleons, open up on Donnelly. Faulkner's men are shooting at Bolen, meaning that the enemy flank is wide open. Up here, our shock cavalry is still destroying these guns. The enemy is starting to fire on them, but we should be out of their effective range. Faulkner skirmishers, you're going to move up on the flank of Bolen. And we have beaten back the first enemy assault. Torbert skirmishers, I would like you to attack the enemy artillery, but you are far too depleted for that. How's the situation down here looking? First battery is almost destroyed. There they are gone. Our soldiers need to regain some condition before they can start the fight again. Secret Devils, charge in. You need to rout Bolen. Minty's men are going to take further position over here. And Secret Devils skirmishers are moving up over on this side to deliver more cover fire. Over there, the number of Bolen are dwindling. 10 pounder ordnances, focus your fire on Beale. Secret's men, you can now fall back. You can reform your ranks over here. For now, the battlefield is quiet. Our shock cavalry is still not in good condition, but I'm going to send them forward anyway. Torbert is facing off against Milroy. So far, no shot has been fired, but the confrontation is going to happen within a short time. Our shock cavalry can now attack Wiedrich. And I'm going to send Faulkner's skirmishers forward. They do not lack the manpower to help their artillery right now. I hope. Bolen is falling back and might be able to reinforce their artillery, but in that case I hope to quickly retreat. Come on, man. Yes, their flank is exposed as they try to rearrange their guns. And with this we have the second battery under heavy pressure. The defensive position over here is doing us a lot of good. Cobb is holding strong, and Torbert has not yet engaged Milroy. Milroy himself is undecided whether he wants to move or not. The next enemy attack wave is getting close to the river, but is going to be stuck and slaughtered like their friends. Down here I want our 12 pounders to shoot at Coles. This unit is quite under strength and might break in due time. Down here our shock cavalry is hunting down the battery of Wiedrich. 130 men left, and unless Milroy or these guns are getting in position, they are able to destroy them completely. The enemy artillery is shifting. Come on, man. You have almost done it, then you can fall back. 85 men. Come on. Yes, their artillery has been destroyed. Now you can fall back and regain some of your composure. Down here, Bohlen is in the river and getting massacred. I do not want to send any more of our soldiers over. Our casualties are quite low, and I think it is good to keep as many soldiers out of the fight as possible. Especially if we take position over here, I fear that they will focus further on this side and stop throwing wave after wave of the soldiers into the field. Shock cavalry, take position over here. Maybe you can find out if their supplies are open for capture. Yes, there are their supplies. Their artillery is falling back, it seems. The far more enticing target. I know you are exhausted, but it has to be done. Down here, the enemy looks like they want to withdraw. Torbert, move forward and pin down Milroy. The same goes with Cobb, move forward. And maybe we can deliver some more damage before the enemy can catch up to us. £12 you need to shoot at Gordon. If Gordon can open up on Cobb's flank, I'm going to withdraw Cobb. But it doesn't look like it. How's the situation up north? We have captured their guns. This shock cavalry unit took out 3 batteries already. 400 kills and only 36 casualties. Donnelly seems to move up. And we have beaten back Milroy. Torbert and now get back into cover, the same with Cobb. It looks like Donnelly wants to capture our shock cavalry. We are not going to let this happen, and further down the enemy is undecided whether they want to move forward or not. These 2 brigades with 1000 men are the strongest forces on the battlefield. The other units are quite depleted. And Heyman's unit is almost destroyed. Yes, 75 men, and there they're gone. Maybe we can capture those supplies and make our way back. But so far it doesn't look like the enemy wants to advance any further. I'm going to send our skirmishers forward in the hope to entice an enemy reaction. The enemy supplies are grouped up in this corner. We have lost eyes on the units that were previously over there. And my plan is to withdraw over on this direction. Unless, of course, we can verify that this pass is clear. Skirmishing Cav, take over the supplies. And now fall back into the forest. These supplies are going to be very helpful for us, especially since our second corps isn't full with supplies already. We have Milroy moving back, meaning it is actually possible for us to withdraw over on this way. Or not, as Donnelly is blocking our path. Tobbert, attack Donnelly. Tobbert's main force is going to move forward. Cobb, hold your ground. The enemy is now opening up their flank. Ledley, move forward. Shock cavalry, get behind Donnelly. Once Tobbert's main force is there, they are going to be beaten back rather quickly. And then we might be able to take out this brigade. Enemy forces are now once again setting up. Ledley, fall back into the cover of the woods. We have Milroy moving up. Tobbert skirmishers, you can move on the enemy flank. Tobbert's main force, open fire. And with this, Donnelly's numbers are dropping. Down here, Beale is still getting attacked by the unit of Faulkner and Siegfried. Faulkner is low on ammunition, but I'm not going to send some over. The enemy starts another attack. Milroy is pushing. 12-pounders, give him hell. Cobb's skirmishers have suffered severely. I'm going to allow them to move. And Ledley's skirmishers are going to soon overtake him. Now, Cobb's men, you can withdraw. Ledley's men, open up. And there this unit is falling back. Donnelly is routing. And we can see our shock cavalry charging in. Skirmishers, you're also going to pursue. These supplies can now get out of the way and into the safety behind our line. We are taking some casualties on our cavalry, but we are able to hunt them down. Tobbert, move further on the enemy flank. They are now grouped up. Ledley has a clear side of fire on Colts and also very good cover. Only 5 minutes left. Shock cavalry, continue your pursuit on Donnelly. We do not want this unit to regain their strength. Their volleys were without effect. And we continue to hack through their line. 2 more minutes left. This fight is almost over. Tobbert, move forward on Milroy. And we have won this fight with only 10% casualties. At the beginning of this day, 12,200 Union infantry attacked us together with 30 artillery pieces. At the end of this day, 6,500 infantry became casualties, as well as 21 guns were destroyed, and 204 of their soldiers surrendered. On our side, 10,500 infantry, 300 cavalrymen and 24 artillery pieces were holding the line. All in all, we only had about 1,200 casualties, meaning that we have won this battle by a landslide. The best unit was Ledley with 1,300 kills, followed by Cobb and Minty with 1,170 kills each. The losses are led by Tobbert and Cobb with 280 casualties, followed by Ledley with 225. None of our officers were killed or wounded, and we have 5 promotions. Last but not least, we were able to capture over 440 Pattern 1853, 680 Springfield M1842, as well as 156 Sharp Model 1855. We also captured a large amount of enemy supplies and 6 12-pounder Napoleons. Honestly, I was hoping we were able to capture more artillery pieces, especially since we took out this many batteries, but these artillery pieces are still going to help us a great deal. After this fight, we were awarded with 1 career point and 4 reputation, as well as $69,000 and 5,800 fresh recruits and 258 additional recruits for the prisoners we made. Our second corps is still looking very strong and is only going to need a few reinforcements. But this is it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. And until we meet again, I wish you all a great time.